it's Nessa. Today I am doing a tag on tattoos. I got tagged by I suck at YouTube names. Like, I don't even want to start because what if I mess up someone's like real name? Or like, I don't know. Her? I know, she has like a really easy YouTube name. It's right there. That's easy. And I still, like, I'm special. But, yeah, I got tagged by her on what's my tattoos. Because, you know, her and I were kind of talking back and forth through comments. And there's a lot of people you watch on YouTube, and you can see, like, a mark on their arm, on their chest, or their neck, and you're like, is that a tattoo? What is that? And you kind of feel weird asking. Well, here's a tag. So let me stop rambling, because this is the third time I've done this video, because I continuously, like, go out of order in my tattoos and confuse myself about which tattoos I've talked about. So let's just start out with, I've gotten 10 tattoos. 9 really show because one was a cover-up. But I went through the pain of 10 tattoos. But 9, 10, whatever, I'll tell you about all of them. First one was when I was 17, and it was my cat's name with a rose. Yeah. Do I regret it? No. Would I do it again? Probably not. It's there. It was my first tattoo. I would do anything for a tattoo. My mom said if she got to keep our dead cat's ashes, which I'd had the cat since I was a baby, that I could get a tattoo with his name. What was she thinking? But that's beside the point. So yeah, on my hip, like right down there, it says Hot Shot, and it has a rose on it. Will I show you now? No. I have had 3 kids since then. It is not as cute as when I was 17. Then I got this heart right there. Me and my cousin got matching tattoos when I was like 18. Tiger, or it was supposed to be a tiger cub's face, but it looks kind of like a kitten now. But I like it. It's cute. Then I got my ex-husband's name tattooed on me. That's my one regret. Don't ever get someone's name tattooed on you. The only reason I got it was because it was an excuse to get a tattoo. I remember going to a family get-together afterwards and someone seeing it and being like, hey, if it doesn't work, it's an excuse to get another tattoo. That's not very reassuring. Does that sound like I should have got it? No. Anyway, so I got it. Oh, my kids' names. Really, this should be easy. Are your wrists, isn't that weird how there's certain places on your wrist, if you turn them, you can't see. I want you to see. I can't show you. Your wrist, there's like certain places on your wrist that are so hard to show. I don't know if you can see it. The next tattoo I got was flames. I got on my ankle, my ankle about halfway up my calf, blue and purple and flames to kind of burn out my ex's name. So that felt good. That was one of those tattoos where it's like, oh, gone. There's nothing worse than having someone's name that you really don't want on you, and it's there. It's like, and you gotta look at it all the time. And then, so yeah. So then I got flames. Next one I got was before Twilight, I'd like to add. Because now when people see it, I have to hear about Twilight. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Twilight. I've read all the books over and over and over. I love Twilight. I'm a Twilight fan. But this tattoo was before Twilight. So, yeah. I don't know why it matters to me. I just feel like when people see it, they're like, oh, I bet you really like Twilight. Yeah, I do. Like, what am I going to say? No. Because I do. I have bite marks on my neck. So, is there a story behind that? Maybe. Reason I got the tattoo? I wanted it. Do I regret it? No, I still love it. Next one I got was Mom. Got Mom. One is the tiger cub, the other is Mom. Went to her house at like midnight or 1 in the morning, like really late on a Friday or Saturday night. I was knocking on the door like something was wrong, and she's like, "What'd you do?" I was like, "I gotta show you what I did." And I acted like it was this horrible, horrible thing, and she was gonna kill me, and I was all scared. And she was like, "What did you do?" And I started taking off my shirt. Yeah, and she was like, "I don't want to know. I don't even want to know." And there's like that big bandage on it. And she was like, "I don't even want to see it." And, yeah, my whole name got listed out there, and she started yelling, and I was like, "Just look, just look." And she starts taking off the tape. She's like, "I don't even want to see it." You know, F word flew around a few times. And then all of a sudden, like, she starts doing it, and she saw that it said Mom. And she was all crying. It was cute. She was all excited. Like at this family reunion, she was like, "Look at what Vanessa did." And my, like, great aunts and uncles were like, "Oh my God, she got a tattoo." And they thought it was a bad thing, but my mom was like trying to brag in her own warped way. But yeah, so my last one, which people have mentioned on YouTube, I don't know if you could really see it all. I'm going to put a picture in. It's actually only halfway done, but I got pregnant right after I got it, so I didn't get to finish the rest of the colors. It's like rose, and then it goes under my skin. This is all under the skin, and like thorns are spurting out, like my skin's getting ripped and thorns are coming out, and then the rose bursted out of my arm, and there's blood spraying, and then it's a bloody rose, and then there's a hummingbird like eating the blood and blood dripping. I'm not like a girly girl. Maybe you could tell. I kind of like the blood. I like that look. I'm not completely like gory. Like, when I tell you why I got this, it's gonna seem weird to you. Like, my grandma died, and my grandma basically raised me. My mom was a single mom. She did amazing. But growing up, my grandmas who watched me while my mom was always working. And I mean, I can't say enough. Perfect mom, perfect grandma, perfect everything. She was my best friend. She was everything to me. And she died. My grandma always told me growing up she was going to come back as a hummingbird. And every time I saw her, or a hummingbird, to think of her. So I wanted to get a hummingbird tattooed on me. But I'm not really like a, ooh, pretty hummingbird type of girl. So it's like a little bit of my grandma and a little bit of me mixed together. And people don't have to understand it. They don't have to get it. She was old school. But she was cool. Like, she would come up to me and she'd like, "Oh, don't worry, it looks cute. Whatever you do is cute. Whatever you do is fine." She was so accepting. For being brought up when and where she did, like, my cousin has a shaved head and like 30 tattoos and piercings everywhere, and a lot of the family kind of like, what? But not my grandma. My grandma was like, whatever makes you happy. So my grandma will get it. So whatever. When I'm old and wrinkly, will I be upset that I look like a coloring book? I hope that's the worst thing going on with me when I'm old and wrinkly. Like, really, when I'm a grandma, if the biggest thing I have to complain about is that I have tattoos on me, then let me complain about it.